Hello, everybody. It's Richie V. I am recording two videos today. First one is what I am guided to call the Bluescreen reboot, and the next one will be something on Keepers of Time. So I am driving to work right now, and I had a meditation this morning. And last night we had, some food, my twin and I. It was very salty. So one of the things I'm definitely guided to put out there is watch your salt intake because I swear I woke up like a blowfish, and I'm already a Pisces, so I don't need to be a blowfish on top of being a water sign. Anyway, so I was in a massive meditation yesterday, and when I say things are slamming me, I thought that I was moving quick before. It was crystal shields left and right from the energies over the last like almost year at this point now. It was the crystal light body, then it was the diamond light body, then it was the quantum body, then it was the starlighter body, and this morning I got plasmic body. And when these things have come to me in meditation before I really kind of understood it all, I would come out of my meditations and I'd be like, what the fuck is that shit? And then, I would talk to people that I thought were my soul tribe. Thought, keyword, not here, was here, and it never felt right, but I just kept saying, blah, 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 not trusting, once again, my intuition, and we are so far past that at this point, hence why YouTube videos have started. And I understand it all now. It's basically like building blocks, kind of like Lego, and I love to build, I keep going back to being that master builder. But this morning I got plasmic body, and in my meditation, which was my meditations for the last few days have been quite intense. And when I go for an actual meditation or a journey, they're super intense. And there are times that I just go right into meditation when I'm out and about, and downloads. I've talked about this, just random slam. But this one, the very specific visuals that. Let me just talk about those two. Okay. And if I look away, it's because I'm obviously communing with my energies, and I am an open conduit for them. That was one of the things that I was told when they reached out to me like months ago when I was in someone's house who had a massive quartz granite countertop, and literally it was be our Messiah, and I'm sitting there and I'm doing hair and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't even know what that means. And I was also dating a Reiki master who, they guided that they were using to help move me forward. And back then I was like, how could you use them? And now I understand the concept of what they mean when they say use. It's not the way humanity in the programming means use. It just means as a light beacon, as a light conduit. And one of the things they said to me when I said, yes, I absolutely accept that Messiah calling, was thank you. They were very gracious for that, because it's choices. It's absolutely choices. It's not you have to do this. It's a choice. And I was like, after what I've been through, screw that shit. I'm choosing this. They told me I was a master conduit, and they showed me the visuals, and I had no idea what it meant, and I was like, a master conduit. I mean, now I understand what it means. It's so much more than at that moment my mind could comprehend, because it's not about the mind. It's about the mind, the heart, and I always say, when these two in sync, anything is possible. And when all of this is in sync, your whole computer light up system, because it's more than just this. It's more than just this. Nothing is impossible. And I come across, and this, you never judge a book by its cover. I come across so bubblegummy. And I always say this to people, and when I shock them with what's truly in my universal's energies, yeah, okay, I like that word. People are like, wow, you're really deep. I'm like, yeah, I like to play on the shallow end, but the deep end doesn't have the deep enough side for how deep I am. And I'm sure that'll resonate with a lot of you out there. But anyway, back to my meditation this morning. So the one visual that I saw was a beautiful golden egg. And with my drawings that have been coming out, I know what starlighters are and celestials are finally, and more will come through. But it suddenly makes so much sense about my connection to ancient Egypt and all of that amazingness and time before time and blah blah blah. Um, but it was this beautiful golden egg that had symbols in very vibrant colors that they're actually teaching me how to do with colored pencils. And I'm like, I would never think to do that. This isn't shit that I would be able to do on my own. This is well, not let me rephrase that. They're saying rephrase that. Before I was awoke and stuck in, it had to be a very specific paradigm. Now it's like, and when you literally let like just your crown explode, yeah, um, you tap into so much potential that that's just what I'm just But the egg I was looking at, and I'm like, ah, and it was a big egg. It wasn't a small little egg, and a part of it broke open. And out of that breakout came this beautiful beam of light that slammed me. That's what always happens. I'll see it like this, and my meditation visuals are going from like, it started off as like smoky with the occasional photo to like pinky smoky with a little bit more of like a motiony photo, and now it's been going into like a beautiful, I'm gonna call it the God golden light, and it's gotten so 3D, and I've been entering so many different places now in them. And after that hit me, all of a sudden, I came closer back to my vessel in physical, and then I went back out. And when I went back out, I went to the crystal realm. The realm? Okay. And two beautiful beings were there. One was, she had a crystalline backside that melded into what was a human face, and the other one, and it was like, this is why I love the TV show, the GoBots and Transformers, because it reminds me of so much, between combiners and the GoBots and the Rock Lords and all that stuff. This being literally merged out of a crystal structure. And I'll never forget how I saw the visual this morning. His head came rising up out of like this bouldery crystal form. And they always give me names because it really helps me put it. Ooh, 44. I'm going to park in number 44. Yay. It helps me be able to visually draw them. It becomes like an energy connection for me. But I know that they work in the crystal realm, which is why I always also felt like we brought a lot of that technology here, and part of it was here. And as I'm speaking, some of that information is actually opening up from all those codes I got, but that's not a video for this message. Okay. And then the other one was on my neck, and it wasn't a restricting device. It was, I had a gold collar, and 4 golden keys came and unlocked it. And after that, all of a sudden, I call it the psychic squid because that's how it came in. And at first I was like, uh-oh. And it went into I call it the pineal gland. I know there's different ways to describe it or not. I call it the pineal gland. I just say what it is. It's that little acorn-looking thing that you see on Buddha's head and stuff inside of our neck here. And all of a sudden, I was like, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. And I saw in my pineal gland a black chip that it removed. And it floated away. But as it floated away, it turned golden. But went away. And then my pineal gland lit up. And I'm speechless over it. And then right after that, I describe it just like this. I even posted this on my Instagram feed in my story today because it was just like, oh my God. You ever see your computer screen go blue and you're like, uh-oh, I think my computer's getting rebooted? Yeah, that's what I saw. It was like blue screen, and then it was dot 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 hello, and I was like, and then all of this other information came flooding through me. And something that they want me to talk about really fast is 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, and 9D. Whoa, okay, we're not going to touch on 8D, 7D, or 9D yet. But shedding in 4D is really fucking scary. It was a hard road for me, and I didn't even know I was going through 4D. Um, but when I hit 5D while I was driving back in, I believe it was August. Yeah, it was August. And I remember it hit me out of nowhere. I literally had like, I felt like I time jumped and came right back. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And they said, you've entered 5Z. And I looked around and I was like, this is five, it looks just like it did 5 minutes ago. And they were like, you have to build 5D. I'm like, oh, okay. And then about a week and a half ago, I was driving again. And I do a lot of driving, so it's like a lot of healing for me. I was driving again, and I had another one of those moments, and I have been jumping in and out, and I call it glitching. Glitching, I've been glitching. Not only have I been glitching, but I've also been like time jumping, and I see so many different realities. I've been able to choose the different roads I want to pick, and every so often I can pull that circle of balls up and reevaluate and commune with the higher self and the oversoul and the universals and say, what's for the divine destiny? And they'll say, nope, the road you're on, but you need to shift the priorities. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes a lot of freaking sense. And then they were like, welcome to mid to upper 5D. And I was like, mid to upper 5D. I'm like, how the hell am I moving through this shit so fast? Some of us are moving through this shit. And I've had people tell me that are in, just say it the way it is, in very high vibratory frequencies. And they look at me and they're like, I feel like you're from a much higher dimension. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I feel like this, but I think that's my ego. And now things just come slamming through. And like this morning, I got like 60 with a question mark after the plasmic body thing started. And it was like starlighters. You're knowing what starlighters are now. And all of a sudden, I knew what a starlighter was. And I started to know last night. And I've just been drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing. And the other thing that I've been encountering is vehicle visualization glitching. But I'm to leave it at that. I know what that means. For some of you, it may make sense. And for most right now, it won't make sense. But that's how I'm guided to actually commune that across. And just always remember, it's lonely right now, but you're never alone. And please draw, even if it's a freaking stick figure. And they do curse, by the way, and that does not lower vibrations because I had to let that go. And they are firm, and you will know firm from control. I've experienced both. I had a horrifically hard wake up. And I went through that for a very specific reason. And I always equated to Willow from Buffy. She went white, dark, and then was afraid of white. And then when she embraced her light white, it was true power because you learn how to incorporate it all. All. So once again, draw. Ask for your guides. I'm able to commune with others' guides and draw them. So, if you're seeing this and you want me to be able to do that for you, I would absolutely love to. They come with stones and crystals that your guides will commune to me that you need. And this is something that I just became guided that I could do the other day. And I'm also building things now while I wait for specifically 2019. And it's a very specific date in 2019. Right now I'm evolving, learning, and shedding. Hello, tree that's winking at me. Not literally a tree that's winking at me, but I see eyes in trees all the time, and some trees have multiple faces, multiple energies, just like crystals. I see faces in crystals. There's a lot of Gaia is really fucking amazing. And just remember, if you're watching this as you're waking up, you're not alone. If you're already awoke and you're feeling alone, you're not alone. Um, and I'm guided to say I'm actually trying to find my soul tribe. And I've seen them this morning. Like I went right to them. I forget what they call that ability. I know what the ability is called, but it's like, really, you're gonna take that from me now? Okay. I saw them this morning, and very specific careers and very specific visuals, and it's just amazingness. But remember, you're never alone, and get out there, donate $25 to one of your favorite charities, or break it up, or $25 to people on the street. That's what they want me to keep guiding everyone to do, because it's a universal flow of money energies. It's my way of doing charity by doing this for all of you, and anybody that's new to the whole awakening and ascension, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. And stay out of the comment sections on these videos, because it will cause you to spiral even further. And watch what you're guided to watch on YouTube, because YouTube is a plentiful zone of librarical information sources. Oh, wow. And if it feels like you should stop watching it, stop. That's your higher self and your guide saying, not for you. Learn my lesson, because it'll spiral you out and it'll put fear inside of you and you won't grow. It's inward. It's all inward. Meditate. Do what feels right for you. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. But draw the pen with a pencil. It doesn't matter. And again, rose quartz and labradorite and a clear quartz. And they can be small. It doesn't have to be massive. It's not how big it is. It's about how it feels. You could find a pebble that could have so much more power. Think of a Herkimer diamond. They are as strong as a big quartz. And it's a small little freaking pebble, guys. All right. Love you all. Sunshine and happiness. And I will record my other video at one point today. I have to go inside and do hair now. That's my 3D world, but I'm realizing I'm slightly lightening that world up, because the place that I work in is really freaking amazing, man. I've been lighting it up since I started working here. All right. Love you guys.